Good evening. Is it working with the tech side? I had a video, but then I wanted to have another video, and he said, yes, we can do it, but I always change my mind last minute. Is it gonna work? Okay, no worries, just go to the presentation, then we'll... So I actually, of course, I came here to pitch, but I actually want to start with asking you a question. Do you know which fruit this is? Cocoa, yeah. Oh, yay, hello. It's a cocoa fruit, exactly. And we all know cocoa because we all love chocolate, at least I do. But as a chocolate consumer, I wasn't aware for a very long time that my favorite snack, the chocolate bar, is coming from this fruit. And that's a problem. And why is it a problem? Because cocoa is way more than just a bean. When we eat a chocolate bar, we are using just the seed of this delicious product. And that's a shame, because we're first of all wasting around 75% of a product that can be used. There's no logic in that, but business as usual is just about making the money, making the profit of the beans. We've seen cocoa prices skyrocketing, but we're still leaving 75% of value on the table. And that's not only economically stupid, it's especially stupid from a social development perspective. Because at the beginning of the supply chain, there are the farmers who are working for our chocolate bar, who are working to get that chocolate bar in our Albert Heijn, in all the stores, but the pulp is just being wasted, just as the husk. And you can do a lot of stuff with that, and for that, you can pay the farmers. So that's why we squeeze cacao fruit, not the farmers. We pay farmers for something that they can use, that we can pay them for, and that we can use to make delicious products. This is not the video I wanted to show you, so I'm pausing here because it's a bit too long and I don't have that much time. But how did we get this idea to start squeezing a fruit that I didn't know as a chocolate consumer that you could do? It was by making a documentary. So we made a documentary, my co-founder made a documentary, and I helped him when he was working on it after some time, on the cocoa supply chain of Nestlé. Nestlé, we all know them. They make delicious chocolate bars, but they didn't do anything with the pulp. And when we saw that during the making of the documentary, that we tasted the pulp for the very first time, we were so surprised that we thought, okay, we have to do something with it. And we started with a Dutch consumer product. It's our Kumasi drinks. And it was the start for an entire journey to valorize a previous waste product into a delicious consumer product. But we're not stopping there. For the past 2 years, I've been living in Ivory Coast to build our very first factory where we're going to upcycle the entire fruit. We're starting with the juice itself. So this is our factory, and we're working with several partners. We're starting with the juice, but there's way more to upcycle than just the pulp. We can do something with the husk. There are all other types of products that we can upcycle it into, and we can also do something with other commodities that are in West Africa. Therefore, we've actually changed our name from Kumasi Drinks BV to Kumasi Commodity Innovations, focusing on everything we can do with waste streams at the beginning of supply chains, all focused on making impact at the farmers who make the inputs for our favorite consumer products. To do this, we've actually just raised 2.5 million euros to build it. Thank you. And just sounds like that was a specific moment. It took us around 2 years, so it's been quite a ride. We're now building this with partners as, for instance, Tony Chocoloni, who is one of the investors. We're, of course, also very proud of that. And we hope also very soon that we can launch some products with them on the market. But my ask is mainly to this side of the room, to the ambassadors. We want to launch our products not only on the Dutch market. That's where we started, that's where our network was. To build a business, you need a network. So that's why we started with Dutch consumer product. But our main aim is to be on the West African market. and afterwards broader on the African market. The end of this year, our first product is going to be on the Ivorian market, but we're looking forward to also expand into other countries. So if you think that our product could be a great fit with your consumer base, I would love to talk. Or if there are other products that are wasted and that we can further develop, also would love to do a Kumasi. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you. Thank you.